Right now on Hoosier News Source, a piece of famous IU landmark goes missing. Find out where police found the stolen fish from the Showalter fountain.
And an IU student group gathered to celebrate their freedom of speech. We've got more on this group's mission to spread awareness.
And after warm weather midweek, I'll have when rain will return and your exclusive Little 500 forecast. Hoosier News Source starts now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. I'm Neil Hedlund.
And I'm Lawson Gutzwiller. If you walk by a tour on campus, you will hear the tour guide talk about the mystery behind one of IU's stolen fish in its iconic Showalter fountain. Now, the fish has been stolen again. On Friday, people started noticing that one of the fish in the Showalter fountain was missing. Later, the IDS reported on Twitter that the fish had been found with damage to its belly. It was found off campus around 8th Street. Each fish weighs around 1,000 pounds. The fish is currently at IU's physical plant. At this time, IU police have not confirmed who stole the fish. Indiana University is now offering paid parental leave for its staff employees. President Michael McRobbie announced Friday that the university will pay for a parental leave of up to 6 weeks. He says the university places value on the well-being of its employees. The program will take effect on July 1st for all mothers and fathers who have a child. The employees do not need to be married to receive the paid leave. Other universities have paid leave, but IU is one of the first to offer paid leave to staff, not just faculty members.
The Little 500 concert has been canceled. IU Union Board, which plans the annual performance, said that this year's show will not be happening due to unforeseen circumstances. Anyone that has already purchased a ticket to see Jeremiah and I Love Mackinnon on Thursday will receive an automatic refund. The cool breeze and sunny skies came just in time for the good vibes. WIUX, Indiana University's student radio station, hosted its 31st annual Culture Shock Music Festival in Dunn Meadow on Sunday. IU students and the rest of Bloomington listened to artists from the local and national level for free. And the headliner, you might know her from Chance the Rapper's song Lost. It was Chicago poet No Name. She took the stage to close out the night as part of her international telephone tour.
You may have seen a giant beach ball rolling around campus on Monday. This beach ball served to stand for a special cause, freedom of speech. The Young Americans for Liberty at Indiana University blew up a colorful beach ball and allowed students to write whatever they wanted on the ball. Their goal was to have students stand and support freedom of speech and express their First Amendment rights. The group wants to draw awareness to what free speech is and the protections these rights deserve. The group also believes freedom of speech is threatened on college campuses, especially with the new presidency. Writing on the beach ball was a way for students to have their voices heard.
Every year, the IU Feminist Student Association gives students an opportunity to have their voices heard, but in a very unique way. Hoosier News Source reporter Amelia Miles got a closer look at the Slut Walk, an event to fight rape culture and victim blaming.
The Feminist Student Association, also known as FSA, put on their annual Slut Walk last Wednesday. Dunn Meadow was filled with supporters of both male and female to take a stand together.
So I am with the Feminist Student Association. I am the Gen Action Committee Chair, and this is our Slut Walk, and basically it's a protest trying to fight rape culture and victim blaming.
Prior to the march, signs were made, speakers shared their stories, and conversations were made with the campus and community leaders. At 7 o'clock, protesters marched to the courthouse where together they stood to show solidarity by raising their voices against rape culture. Both women and men are here to take a march down Kirkwood to make a stand for sexual assault. This event had 3 goals to achieve. The first was to provide a safe community space for an open discussion and protest. The second was to elevate the voices of the silenced. And the third was to highlight all intersections between different marginalized and underrepresented communities.
Especially within our court systems, there are a lot of issues that go hand in hand with this, and without judicial changes, we can't have real justice for victims. But before we can have those kinds of legislative changes, we need changes in the culture. We need people talking about these issues and fighting them within their own communities and friends and pointing out where you see these injustices.
FSA sold t-shirts that said "Peace, not patriarchy" to display their message of gender equality. During this march, everyone had their say. For Hoosier News Source, I'm Amelia Miles.
To get involved or even attend next year's Slut Walk, visit the IU Feminist Student Association Facebook page. Coming up on Hoosier News Source, Zoe will bring you your weekly forecast ahead.
And with finals week right around the corner, students had the opportunity to play with puppies. Find out more about the fundraiser that brought these puppies to Dunn Meadow.
And these stories and more coming up. Stay with us.
It's an honor to be here.
After suffering a season-ending injury in late March,
As you can see behind me,
Welcome back. With Lil 500 weekend ahead of us, there's high hopes for warm weather. Zoe joins us now with a detailed look at the Lil 500 forecast. Zoe?
Thanks, Neil. We're going to be seeing some beautiful and warm temperatures for our Wednesday. However, this warm weather is not going to be sticking around for long. We are going to be seeing a low pressure system moving throughout the area on Thursday. And unfortunately, this cooler weather will stick around for the women's Little 500 race on Friday. On Friday, we're going to wake up. It's going to be some pretty mild temperatures, partly cloudy, 61 degrees. On race time, it's going to be about 62 degrees at about 4 p.m. when the race starts, but the clouds will continue on throughout the day. And then by the time the race is over, it'll be about 59 degrees. Now, as we head into Saturday, unfortunately, we may see a return of rain for your men's race. Let's map it out for you. There will be another low pressure system moving through our area again, bringing with it some cold temperatures, something we're not used to, and potential for rain. There is a lot of variation for the track of this path. If it heads further north, we will be seeing much more rain than if it goes further south, but there is a very high probability of rain in our Little 500 weekend. If we take a look at the hourly forecast on Saturday, we're going to start out pretty chilly, 46 degrees, something we're not used to at noon with a 60% chance of rain. Sadly, at 2 p.m. around race time when it begins, it will be 80% chance of rain and 48 degrees. So I would suggest if you're going to see the race to bring a warm jacket and an umbrella because it's going to be pretty nasty. By the time the race is over, it'll be about 50 degrees with a 60% chance of rain, so the rain may continue throughout the day. Hopefully it doesn't, so everyone will get their fun Little 500 weekend, but Saturday will not be the greatest day. Overall, the rain and chilly temperatures will continue throughout the weekend, but the rest of the week won't be so bad. For our 7-day forecast, we can definitely see where the cold temperatures hit us on Thursday, going into Friday and Saturday with the cooler 60, 50 degrees. But on Sunday, we're going to make it up. It's going to be a nice mild 60 degrees, partly cloudy, and then it will warm back up next week into our regular springtime temperatures that we're used to here in beautiful Bloomington, with Monday being 68 and sunny and Tuesday 72 and sunny. Neil Lawson, enjoy the Little 500 festivities. Back to you.
Thanks, Zoe. On Friday, the Indiana University MedLife Club hosted a Puppy Cafe fundraiser. MedLife is an organization that travels locally and abroad to serve people in need with issues from medical care to housing problems. If guests bought a ticket, they could eat food, play games, and cuddle with adorable puppies. The money raised was to benefit the MedLife Project Fund, which is focused on helping the Bravo family in Ecuador. The Bravo family's home was destroyed by an earthquake. The money will go toward helping the Bravo family build a new home. This event raised awareness to global issues that most students have never experienced.
You don't really think about these things when you're just a college student, but then when you go there, you kind of realize how grateful you are for everything.
For more information on MedLife at Indiana University, visit facebook.com/medlifeiu.
Many IU sports teams were back in action this weekend. IUSTV sports reporter Lydia Knoll joins us in studio with the highlights. Lydia?
The Indiana baseball team looked to get a series win against the Big Ten leading Minnesota Golden Gophers on Sunday afternoon. Sophomore Pauly Milto got the start for IU on Sunday, and boy was he good. Milto held the Gophers scoreless for 6 innings, allowing 3 hits and walking 5 while collecting 7 strikeouts. The Hoosiers were only able to score in the 5th inning, but the RBI single from Luke Miller and a 3-run homer by Logan Sowers proved to be the difference. Indiana won the game, shutting out Minnesota 4-0. The Hoosiers will look to continue this hot streak when they travel to Ann Arbor for a weekend series against the Michigan Wolverines.
Thanks, Lydia. Well, that's all we have for you this week. For more campus and local news, visit our website at iustv.com.
And like us on social media. Like us on Facebook at IUSTV News and follow us on Twitter at Hoosier NW Source.
From all of us here at IUSTV, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.